My name is Ryan Williams, and I have a public service announcement. Today is December 4th, 2025, and today I'm declaring that I am now a member of the Quarter Zip Nation. Um, I've never owned a Nike Tech. I know, very shocking. You see my appearance, you just think I'm a Nike Tech warrior. I'm not. I'm a very sophisticated gentleman. We don't wear Nike Techs. We wear Quarter Zips. But now that we're going through the off-season stuff, now let's get into the beginning of the season. And we're going to do something where I'm going to call this the early season State of the Union address breakdown. Basically, I have about 12 teams, seven. Oh, God. Okay.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I got about 7 teams from each conference where I'm going to break them down in quick and detailed blocks to just see my opinions of them going into the season. But we're going to start with the Western Conference. First up, Oklahoma City Thunder, reigning champions, 21-1. Only lost to Portland, like I said earlier. In my opinion, they had the most complete roster, balanced depth, and I really think that, if all goes well perfectly this season, Shea will get a second MVP, second Finals MVP, and solidify their dynasty for possibly years to come. But again, that's if everything goes to plan. And the reason why I say that is because we got the Houston Rockets, who are 14-5, and the third seed currently in the Eastern Conference. And I said the East, third seed in the Western Conference. The reason why I had them this high, because they have high variability with, again, having the tallest roster in NBA history, and then not only that, having pieces built around their bench to where they can make a run if all goes well again. But with high variability comes with the chance of being overly successful or being highly mediocre, which is why I have them facing either a top 4 seed in the West or just barely making the play-in. Because again, anything can happen in our league. You never know what can happen. Next up, the Los Angeles Lakers. The GOAT himself, LeBron Raymond James Sr., West Akron.
LeBron Raymond James 40! It don't matter! I tell ya every single day, he's the greatest to ever do it! Did you see that fourth quarter? 16 points in like 1 minute! Michael Jordan, you can never! Kareem, Magic, Bill Russell, R.P. Kobe. None of y'all combined. It's only one GOAT. It's only one LeBron.
His health is a concern. He did just start his season after dealing with a sciatic nerve issue. Remember, he turns 41 in a couple weeks. Remember, keep that in mind. But he's chasing ring number 5. So
I think he'll be all right. He just got back literally like 4 or 5 games ago. So I think with Luka's going away for 2 games, and for his baby's being born and back at home in Slovenia. So I think LeBron's going to turn it back up and probably get his confidence back.
By the way, speaking of Austin Reeves, I don't see him being a Laker for much longer. I see him getting traded. If the Lakers pursue Mr. Giannis, I think I see an offer of Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura. Like somebody in PCR has a problem with that. I heard that. Okay. But yeah, you never know what could happen. I think Austin Reeves won't be a Laker for much longer, though. That's my personal opinion. Next up, got the Golden State Warriors. In honor of flight, I'm going to stand up. In honor of flight, I got to stand up. I'm a part of the flight team, so I got to stand up. Talk about the Warriors. Steph Curry's window is closing, though. So looking out for some trades that could possibly happen. You never know. Exactly. You never know. Kaminga might get traded. Moody could go. Who knows? Steph could go. No, I'm kidding. They're not trading Steph. They said he had glass ankles. They said that he's too undersized. Say he's built like. Okay, I gotta remember the exact terminology. They didn't say he's built like that guy. Like, you know the guy from SpongeBob, the con artist with the glass bones and paper skin. They say he's built like him. I find that incredibly disrespectful. But my legs is like, my thing is he signed that shoe deal with Under Armour just for them to. And now he's a true free agent and he's dropping 50 in Kobe's. I never thought I'd see the day where Steph wear Kobe's, by the way. That's actually insane. But moving on from the Warriors, got the Mavericks next. And everything seems to be falling apart after the Luka trade. They traded Luka for AD and a bunch of other people. In return, they ended up getting the number 1 overall pick, which I do think that Nico Harrison is a sleeper agent for the Los Angeles Lakers. I do also believe that Adam Silver needs to resign. This is why David Stern was a way better commissioner than Adam Silver, because David Stern would never fall for no like that. You're telling me a team trades their franchise player and they're trying to get the number 1 overall pick when the Wizards literally had 12 wins last year? Simply seems kind of fishy to me. That's my personal opinion. They're now 8-15, 12th seed in the West. Kyrie's still out. Cooper Flag is playing good. Not like they compared this man to being LeBron-esque. Crazy work. Don't know why they did that for. But yeah, man. The Mavericks they cooked themselves, honestly. They should never traded Luka. They should just built the team around him. They literally went to the finals 2-3 years ago. They were in perfect shape in my eyes. And then, I think LeBron just wanted Luka on his team. The Suns, I'm going to skip the Suns. They suck.
Call the Suns the Buns.
The Buns.
But they did beat the Lakers the other day.
True.
Because all of a sudden Colin Gillespie and Dylan Brooks want to have 30 apiece.
Yo, Dylan Brooks.
And they didn't play like that the whole season.
You know what's crazy? I was going to skip the Suns. Not going to talk about the Suns just because of Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks in Memphis was labeled as a problem because of the fact that LeBron was able to get him on his bad side, basically. LeBron basically made the Grizzlies believe that Dylan Brooks is a scapegoat as to why they lost that series against the Lakers. So what happens? They sent him to Houston. About 2 seasons later, Curry cooks the ever-living shit out of him. Had him looking every direction. Had Curry making all types of crazy faces, whatnot. Warriors win that series, and then they end up losing to the Timberwolves next series anyway. But who gets blamed again? Dylan Brooks. So guess what they do? They sent him to Phoenix for KD. Now, Dylan Brooks is on a Suns team with Jalen Green, Mark Williams, Devin Booker. Just like the most unusual team that you could ever put on paper. It looks like on paper. Now all of a sudden, Dylan Brooks is dropping 30 points in like 3 separate games in a week span. And mind you, he dropped 30 on LeBron. LeBron was guarding him, but if you think about it, he dropped 30 on LeBron.
When everybody plays the Knicks or they play against LeBron, they turn into
when they play in MSG,
prime Kobe Bryant,
I'm telling you,
prime Steph Curry, and make every shot, bro. You can't make it up, bro. Like somebody plays against LeBron, they might not have 30 on LeBron, but they're gonna have 30 on his team.
I watched the film of Dylan Brooks dropping 30 on the Lakers. He should have had like 18 points. Half of those shots shouldn't have dropped. But again, everybody's gambling. So I don't know what to say no more. Like I put a bet on you to drop 15 points, you drop 14. Next game you want to drop 50. Like I might as well keep my money in my pocket. But lastly in the West, the New Orleans Pelicans, they are the bottom seed, 3-19. Now I had them fully healthy. I had them as a top 6 team in the West. Zion, he lost a lot of weight. I'm assuming he's gonna be on demon timing. I'm not seeing that. One thing I will say though, Jeremiah Fears has a lot of upside, and I'm actually kind of liking that. They definitely need some more advanced guard play, but they had too many guards now. Jeremiah Fears, JP. They still got GTA on the team. Like, it's a lot of guard play. I'm not really jacking that. Oh yeah, also, um, we're gonna start with the Eastern Conference, but I want to talk about the Wizards first, even though they're not even on my list. We'll talk about the Wizards though. Y'all saw CJ McCollum drop 40 the other day. I'm not gonna lie. If you told me CJ McCollum drop have two 40-point games at this point in the season, I would have called you stupid. I don't like him. I think he's washed. Ever since he left Portland, he hasn't done. That's my personal opinion. Now the only reason why I tolerate him because he's on my team in my career and he be making a couple shots here and there. Like that's the only reason why I tolerate him. But the Wizards, I feel so bad for them, man. I'm actually being a team based in the nation's capital, and you're best remembered for John Wall. I love John Wall. That's my boy.
And at guard 6'4" from Kentucky, welcome to DC, number 2, John Wall.
Gotta do the John Wall, all that. But I really wish the Wizards can get some stuff done. Next, we're going to the Boston Celtics, who are still the conference favorite, which is total bullshit. There's no reason why, as a 6th seed right now through 20 games of the season, the Celtics are still the favorite to win the Eastern Conference. There's no reason why. They don't even have Jason Tatum back yet. Jaylen Brown has other things to worry about, such as going bald. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, y'all saw Rudy Gobert point to his head and say, "Yo, you need to go bald with me." Like, it's bad when Rudy Gobert is telling you to do something. Joe Mazzulla is my favorite head coach in the league because of his mannerisms against the press. Like, the way he answers questions is just like, no, I'm going to throw some Joe Mazzulla moments in here. Look, here, just go ahead and watch that.
Joe, just confirming no Jaylen Brown tonight, and if you have an update there, if you've talked to him about it.
Is he out? He's out.
Have you been able to talk to Jaylen about the injury?
Mm-hmm. I talk to him every day.
What were those conversations like?
I mean, we both kind of mumble when we talk, and then we just shake hands and move on.
Did he happen to mumble about his hip at all?
I couldn't understand him.
Did you get a chance to meet with the royal family? And if not, how was it like having them there in the building?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph?
The Prince and Princess of Wales.
Oh, no, I did not. I'm only familiar with one royal family. I don't know too much about that one. Thank you. But I'm glad hopefully they're Celtic fans. Yeah. Thank you.
But next, I already talked about the Bucks. They're going to be coached without Giannis is going to get traded to the team I'm going to talk about now, the New York Knicks. My son, the best player in the East, captain himself, Jalen Brunson, his superstar league continues. I believe he's going into a contract year this year. I believe so. If not, it's next year. We're going to a contract year. We're gonna keep him though. I hope we keep him. But currently 14-7 as a 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference. The Knicks are looking to finally expel themselves from the championship drought that's lasted over 50 years. And I do believe that this year is our year. I said that last year and it did not pan out well. But I will keep saying it's our year until we win a chip. I don't care. That's how Knicks fans operate.
Oh no, I just feel like they're a little bit too inconsistent sometimes. But which is every New York team, especially with keeping the lead during the game too. Like every New York team.
Yo, we lost to the Celtics also.
Every team is just they so inconsistent. Like I don't know, man. But I think the Knicks have I think they have like at least 60% chance of making the Eastern Conference Finals and then making the championship because, like you said, Celtics are out of the question. The Cavs are always baiting. They're a 7th seed. Pacers are out of the equation, and I don't really see no other teams beating them in the playoffs in the 7-game series. So, yeah.
Hopefully all goes well. no dark magic and no injuries, please. The Tyrese Halliburton Game 1 East Conference Finals game winner like sits in my like. It's not even game winners. The game, oh my gosh, I still have nightmares about that.
It was a 14-point lead for the Knicks, 119. No! OG! We've seen Halliburton be special.
OG. OG, no. Yo, OG. Yo, OG, bro. OG.
You want to see magic? What better place here than in Broadway?
OG. OG. Thank you. Yo, they got no timeouts. What they gonna do? What? 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 No! No! Oh my God! Oh my God! But moving on to, in my opinion, the most overrated team in the Eastern Conference, the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think Donovan Mitchell is not the superstar that they need. I think he should be traded. I don't believe in him anymore. When he first went there, I was like, I'm like, all right, they built some stuff over there. You know, Garland, Mitchell, Mobley, Allen. They just got DeAndre Hunter last year from the Hawks. You know, they just got Lonzo Ball. I'm thinking they can make a move. Well, my boy's averaging like 29, 30 points a game, and he's losing. He's like losing to the good teams, losing to the mid teams. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I can't put all the blame on him. But then you see his shot selection, and you see the open looks that he passes up to take some bull crap ass back fade. Like, the Cavs ain't going nowhere. That's why, which is why I said, you know, maybe they could, if the Lakers trade Bron back to the Cavs, because it won't take much. It really won't take much. Remember, he's about to be 41 years old. It won't take much for them to get him. Maybe he'll get the Cavs some justice. Maybe LeBron can be a king of the East again. Who knows? But, you know, the Cavs are definitely going to make the playoffs. I had them at first round exits. Y'all saw what happened to the Heat beating them last year, and they're actually next on my list, too. The Heat, who are the 4th seed, 14-8.
Yeah, that's surprising. I ain't gonna lie, because they literally have basically the same roster from last year.
Literally.
That made what was they, the 8th seed or in the play-in?
The 8th seed.
Yeah, they were in.
Actually, no, they were the 10th seed in the play-in.
And they made it.
They made it to the 8th seed.
10th seed, and they made it as the 8th seed in the play-in and to go in the playoffs.
Sweep the Cavs, who are the number 1 seed in the East.
And
crazy.
Yeah, and they're 4th seed, and Tyler Hero hasn't played half of their games, and Tyler Hero hasn't even been playing that well, and they're still the 4th seed. So they could probably make a run too. They made the run when Jimmy Butler was there, but it was Jimmy Butler. So
it was Jimmy versus all. Can't do it.
I don't know if they got that in them to do that. They probably, them and the Magic's one of the team, like grit teams with good coaches and good coaching that could probably beat the Knicks in the playoffs. So
yeah, but we not playing no song because the Magic ain't doing nothing over here. Speaking of the Magic, they are 13-9 in the 5th seed in the East as of right now. One of the top young cores in the league. Jalen Suggs, Anthony Black is a beast. Y'all need to stop sleeping on Anthony Black. I'm not gonna lie, he's gonna be a problem in a couple of years. Desmond Bane, Franz Wagner, Paolo, Wendell Carter Jr., Goga. Goga's a beast on the boards. Don't worry about Goga now, I'm telling you. Elite defense, potentially. But one thing that I can say that the Magic need to work on, the play calling is kind of lackluster. They're running plays that work, but I feel like they could do more. I'm not seeing enough from that team based on the talent that they have. And, you know, if they want to make a deep push, they got to change some stuff around. I'm not saying they got to kick people off the team, but Jalen Suggs needs to go bold. That's number one. We see a lot of players don't want to go bold this year. I don't know what's going on. Everybody wants to keep their hair. But, you know, sometimes you got to be a man and just shave it off, you know. Right, Will? Don't dock my grade. Don't dock my grade. Don't dock my grade. Philadelphia 76ers, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, are both breaking out right now. But it's a big decision coming up on Joel Embiid and if his knees want to work or not. Now, personally, not looking good for Embiid on my end. I don't think that his body can withhold him playing this much basketball. I think he's going to sit about half the season. It's been a long-lasting knee issue. I don't know why he just doesn't just sit out for a year and go get some help about it. But I can't force him to do what they want to do. That's his personal decision. He's making more money than me anyway. I'm not even getting paid to do this. Like, what are we even doing at this point? But I feel like the Sixers in a couple of years will be a very big vocal point in the Eastern Conference. But right now, they're just building their way to get there. They got to try to beat the Detroit Bad Boys. Cade and them are really on a mission. That's really all I can say. Big shout out to Jalen Duren, having a career year right now. Looking like prime Shaq. If Shaq was 100 pounds lighter than he was in his prime. The Pistons been playing their brand of basketball. Physical defense, unwavering offense is the best way I can say it. Oh yeah. Also, you can't lose basketball games when Cade Cunningham is dropping 50 points on 52 shots. That is a real stat line, by the way. It is a real stat line. So
That's
crazy stat line. 50 shots, insane. But they've definitely something Wilt would do. The only problem is Wilt played against plumbers.
Think about it, 52 shots and then a full game is 48 minutes. So.
Oh no, that game went to overtime.
It went to overtime, but still, just for extra 5 minutes overtime?
Mind you, they only won that game by 1 point.
So 52 shots in 53 minutes.
He dropped 46 points and like 11 or 12 assists just to win by 1 point in overtime after taking like 50 shots. Crazy if you ask me, but they're still the first seed. So now, next up, we got the last team in this little breakdown, the Toronto Raptors, who are 15-7 and the second seed in the Eastern Conference. Big shout out to Brandon Ingram. Signed a 4-year deal with the Raptors over the summer. Definitely did not like his situation on the Pelicans, and he wanted to get out and get a new environment. He said, "I'm gonna go to Canada and freeze my ass off." But boy's playing some good basketball. He's thriving. He bad Glorilla. Bro's living a life. Like, I don't know what to say, bro. Like, but this Raptors team is looking pretty promising. RJ Barrett, Brandon Ingram, Grady. Why you gotta laugh when I said Grady?
What you talking about?
Why you gotta be appropriate, bro? You got just children watching at home, bro. Read inappropriate, bro.
Read what you gotta read, man.
So he don't get me canceled, bro. Y'all not understanding.
Teleprompter.
But yeah.
Hey, yo.
Y'all heard that? Yeah, the Raptors are thriving, man. I don't know what else to say. Like, a couple years they might be in the same predicament as the Sixers and just do what they got to do.
Yo, who did that?
That was Sylvia. I already know it was Sylvia. I already knew it was Sylvia. I'm not surprised.
Got me up there yawning.
Now we're gonna be looking at some breakout players who I think that will possibly make some upside this year, but then also just looking out for them because they have some narratives about them that they might want to silence this year. First up, you got Jalen Green, new environment in Phoenix. Doesn't really have a real core around him, but one of the best scorers in the game in Devin Booker around him. He has one of the best rising big men in Mark Williams around him. Also has Dylan Brooks crash out, so helps him out regulate his emotions, I guess. But I'm very excited to see what he could do in this new environment and how he can elevate his game. Already averaging over 20 points a game every season he's been in the league. Trying to see him make that superstar rise and claim Phoenix as his own and see what he can do with it. Cade Cunningham, he's looking to silence the doubters that have basically said that he's on a team that won't unlock his true potential. and that he can't take the Pistons anywhere. I think that the Pistons have who's their head coach? Monty Williams? No.
Is it not JB Bickerstaff?
Oh, it's JB Bickerstaff.
Yeah.
JB Bickerstaff. No, I thought he coached the Cavs.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, it's JB.
It is JB
It is
Bickerstaff?
JB. All right.
Okay.
So yeah, JB Bickerstaff. Speaking of a player looking to get himself to an NBA Finals, Victor Wembanyama, D-Point candidate, MVP candidate, looking to do the double this year. I believe that my boy Wemby going to do what he got to do, man. One thing I will say though, the Spurs have a lot of guards on their roster. I see them making a trade possibly. Maybe they trade Castle. I know that's iffy because like rookie of the year is like you get a lot of upside there. Maybe you gotta go get you an established player. I don't know who they will get, but that's my personal opinion. Maybe you get Castle out of there. Maybe you can. No. I don't see Brunson going to the Spurs. That would be overkill. Because like my thing is like you got De'Aaron Fox, right? I'm thinking you package De'Aaron Fox, Harrison Barnes, maybe like one more player. Get Giannis. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw Fox in Sacramento, I know he could be a guard on a championship team. The Spurs just don't fit. I don't think the Spurs fit him that well. But at the same time, no, he's still doing what you got to do. So, thank you for watching episode 4, Beyond the Mark. It's been a great season. Will I come back for a second season? Who knows? You got to wait and see. Because I don't know if I want to do this again. It's been a lot of work. But I've learned a lot about myself in this process. And I'm taking that away from nobody. Thanks to Jeremiah for being on the episode with me. Very cool guy. Bro's about to graduate. Not this semester, but next semester. So y'all won't see him no more.
Yeah, I'll be doing talent next semester.
Yeah, y'all might see him again. Who knows?
Facts.
Sylvia's not happy.
Yeah,
No,
Sylvia's not happy with Jeremiah coming back and doing talent.
I'm blowing up a car. It's quiet.
Okay. We're not going to talk about that. Shout out to the crew for helping me. Thank you for putting up with my. I know I drive y'all insane, but thank y'all.
It's been good bullshit though.
Thank you, Carter. I appreciate that. Shout out to the EPs, Alex and Will. You know they don't do nothing for real. Don't dock my grade, please, because I said that.
Will said he's docking it.
Damn. It's okay. I'll be fine.
20 hours is crazy.
Okay. Never mind what I said. They do the best job in the world, guys. What would I be without my EPs, man? Word.
20 hours is crazy.
Now, also shout out to other managers, Michael, specialists in media. Even though we don't like that guy, but it's okay. Shout out to Lock 2. Robots, man. They're very cool. I hope everybody has a good last week, man. Hope y'all pass y'all finals, which I got to do. And on that note, let's keep going beyond the mark and whatever you do. Just find something that you love. Keep going beyond the mark. Word. See y'all. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Thank you. All right.
No amen. No amen for that.
You just a hater, bro.
No amen.
Stop hating on the quarter zips, bro.
No amen for that.
We are professional men. Well, I don't know about him. I'm a professional man. Yes, it may show in my hoodie that I'm not, but this is actually my uniform. This is my uniform. I'm supposed to be wearing this.
One eternity later.
Ravens pack. What you talking about?